Welcome. Today we are going to answer some of your questions in regards to, John, I just got a new Android phone. What do I do? So today we have a Moto Edge, for example, but this will work on any Android phone that you have, mainly the newer ones, of course, because yes, it is going to be a difference if you have an Android phone that's 5 years older compared to an Android phone today. It will look different with software changes and whatnot. So looking into this phone, we are going to look at some of the apps. What are they? We are going to look at some of the system navigation in terms of this particular area here. We have a bar now instead of the circle, the triangle, and the square. We are going to look at some of those things. What is it? What does it do? How do I set up my phone? So stay tuned. All right, so in the actual phone, the screen can look a little different just depending on how you have your apps. So for instance, if you wanted to take an app and move it around, you hold it. And then if you wanted, you could actually hit that and you can go to disable. These are for apps that, they call them bloatware. Google Do is actually a really good app though. So say that you wanted to FaceTime people, even folks with iPhones, you can do that through Google Duo. Now, the person that has the iPhone would have to have this same particular app, but it is possible. Now, for apps like this that come on the phone automatically and you see there's not a uninstall spot here, you can just hit disable. Of course, this is not going to work because it's for Apple. I just do it because I hope one day it will. So you have your Google Maps. Now you'll see here there's a little bar. That's how it's set up organically with that bar. And then if you do this, so what I did there was I just held my finger down at the bottom. You feel it vibrate, that haptic feedback is what they call it. And then from there I can hit clear all and I can clear. You have your Gmail. Now this phone is not set up. I don't have anything in here. So you won't see everything as it may be on your end. You will have a Gmail and a password. Maybe you're like, I don't have a Gmail. I have a Yahoo, an AOL, a Hotmail. You will have a Gmail for the phone because that's how everything backs up in terms of your Play Store, which that's where all your apps are. Your files, so you have your downloads, images, videos, audio. So if you wanted images, that's where all your photos will be that this phone has taken. If you go to Google Photos, this is going to be for all your devices that have that same login. You'll be able to see all the photos that have been taken. So that's your cloud storage. And then you have your settings. So in settings, you're going to see these three areas. Now, depending on the phone, it may look a little different, but you'll see system navigation. When we click that, if you don't want that bar anymore at the bottom, you're going to want to do 3-button navigation. And then that's going to look more familiar to you in terms of the circle, the square, the triangle that we're used to. So you can see that there. Of course, anytime we want to go back, you can hit the back button. You can hit the circle button to go home, and you can hit the square button and it brings up all the apps you have, and then you can hit clear all to close them. You can scroll from the top down. You're going to see any notifications here. These are silent notifications that didn't necessarily make a noise when they came through. You can hit manage, and then that's going to give you your notification history now. Say for instance, you didn't want to have notifications on for everything. So you can see all from the last 7 days. You see most recent. So Play Store, okay, we don't need that on. We don't need Google on. Voicemail, yes. So you can then pair some of these in terms of what you purposely want to get notified. Apple Music, yeah, we don't need that. Calculator, we don't need that. So some of these you can kind of turn off. Now, if you don't want Candy Crush Saga, you can, so what I did there, that little arrow, you can scroll up and you get to your apps. This is your app drawer. So you can click here, you can hit app info, and then we can hit uninstall. And now that's going to uninstall because it gave us that option. Say for instance, we went to this one. We don't want it. Well, we can't uninstall, but we can disable it. Now when we disable it, that app automatically comes off the screen. So it's not going to be there anymore. And you can go through and take off apps. Now, some of the main things you want to keep on, you want to keep your photos, you want to keep your Play Store, because if you need to update an app, it's going to do it through the Play Store. Files, you definitely want to have that. In your Google app drawer, you have Drive, which is your files for Google. You may want that, you may not want that. Home is Google Home. If you want to smart power your devices in terms of lights and TVs and blinds and all sorts of things you can do with devices in your home. Google Play and movies and TVs, self-explanatory. YouTube Music, that is subscription based. So if you didn't want that, you could go to App Info and then disable. Can't uninstall it, but you can disable it, and then it's not there anymore. When you scroll over here, when you are logged in to your Gmail, when you go here, it's going to find things based on your search, and it's going to bring it up, and it's like your history. So as the phone gets to know us, and based on our accounts, it's going to pull up things that we probably search for often, just to make it more fine-tuned for us. You do have the voice. Where's the nearest McDonald's?
McDonald's around Trinity. Here you go.
So that's a nice feature there. In terms of texting, it's not going to let me because there's no phone number assessed with this. But you may see some of your apps like this where you're like, well, I don't know what to do. So in order to start it, so we're not going to update the app now. Let's say that we wanted to type a message. So it's going to find in our contacts, but maybe we don't have a contact. So we're just going to type something in there. Here you see a little microphone, and you also see another one. So there are two different ones. Microphone here, you'd have to hold. Hello, hope your day is going well. And then now that person's going to get that and they can play it. Or you can hit this one. Now allow Gboard to record audio while using the app. That's fine. So now it's talking as I'm texting. Now it's not because I turned it off. So if you want talk to text, you're going to want to use this microphone, not this one. This one does an audio message. Good morning. How are you doing today? Question mark. And then I hit it to turn it off. Of course, if you're in a loud environment, that's probably not going to work because it's going to pick up all the other things that you have. So we can send that. Obviously, it's not going to send. You can take a photo from here. So I took a photo, and now I can hit send. You can also, look at me trying to use that again. So you can also hit the plus button, and it's going to say, okay, what do you want to add to this? You can add it from all these different places. Well, say that we go to gallery, and okay, yeah, we just took this picture. Yeah, I want to send that to Bill and let him know what I'm working on. So I got that. We can edit, adjust it, send it. So that's another way we can send a photo. And how we got to that was basically this pencil here. So this pencil is you're creating a new message. That's basically what that means. To get out of this, we just hit the circle. Say you wanted to delete the message, you can move your finger like that. Are you sure you want to delete? Also delete bookmark messages, confirm. Hit the circle button, we go back. Settings, put the settings here, it's just easier to find. You can go into display, you can hit advanced, and say you wanted your screen timeout to be a little bit longer, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever you want. Hit the circle to go back. You got your voicemail here. So you don't have to call your phone number to get to your voicemail. You can, but a lot of the newer phones now, they have this voicemail app where it'll show you the voicemails. Now again, this isn't an active phone, so it won't work by doing that. You got your contacts, favorites, recents, your contacts. Now you'll see here between when we go to recents and contacts, this right here is changing. So under contacts, it wants to know if you want to add one. And if you have a Gmail in here, you can click this and you can change it to Gmail. I recommend that. You don't want to save your contacts to your phone because say that you lost this phone. Well, the only way you're going to get info back is from your Gmail in the cloud. So any contacts you have saved to the phone, you'll be missing. So we're going to hit X to go back. So we're going to go to recents, and then we click here, and now is where our dialing pad is. So that's a basic tutorial about what you'll find on your new phone, kind of how to navigate around, maybe change some settings. You've got a setting gear here. That's another way to get to your settings. And what I did is I just pulled down, scroll down again, and then you see your settings there. So hope you enjoyed. As always, like, subscribe, and share, and make it a great day.